Picture this, a land full of endless wonder and enchantment, a land with soaring snow peaked mountains and emerald valleys, a land with its rich culture and spiritual traditions, with glittering monasteries and rolling hills. Yes, we're talking about Ladakh, a land with the perfect blend of blue and purple in the sky, a land with the perfect scent of freshness and cleanliness in the air. That air doesn't smell clean anymore, and that hill isn't covered with snow. It's full of trash. Those glaciers don't seem as big anymore. They're melting, and the people, they don't look warm, hospitable, and happy anymore. They look sad. They look angry. Sonam Wangchuk, who inspired Funsuk Wangdu in Three Idiots, has been protesting against Ladakh's climate change and development problems for days. Why the protest? What does the government have to say? And what lies ahead for Ladakh? Today, we answer all these questions. Read on. Welcome back to Revolution Read On, a daily podcast where we break down one story from the world of business and finance. Sonam Wangchuk's 5-day climate fast is making all the headlines. Wangchuk held this 5-day climate fast to bring attention to Ladakh, its melting glaciers, and its polluted air. His demand include Ladakh under the 6th schedule of the constitution. What's that? The root cause of the problem. Some northeastern states like Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, and Mizoram have been given special status under the 6th schedule of the constitution. They have more than 90% of the tribal population, which needs to be governed by their own people. The special status also helps protect their natural ecosystem and cultural heritage. The tribal areas are governed by autonomous councils where tribals are elected as representatives and can take decisions. Guess which other region has a 90% tribal population? Ladakh. So it also wants this special status. But why now? You see, this wasn't possible earlier because Ladakh was a part of Jammu and Kashmir. But in 2019, Article 370 was removed and Ladakh became a separate union territory. With this newfound identity came a ray of hope. Ladakh's tribals would be able to take control and take care of their economy and ecosystem. However, this hope soon faded away, leaving dreams unfulfilled. You see, union territories in India are under the rule of the central government. While some union territories like Delhi can hold elections, most, like Ladakh, cannot. They are run by lieutenant governors or LGs who don't even belong to the region. These governors don't really understand the pain of the locals. Result? Out of the 6,000 crore rupees allocated to Ladakh for its development, only 8% goes to the hill councils. 70% of the funds lapse and the rest goes to the lieutenant governor as claimed by Wangchuk. Number of jobs to be created by the government, 12,000. Number of jobs actually created, 250 to 300. That too to the police department. This is not all. Wangchuk fears that the LG may allow mining companies and other industries to enter Ladakh in the name of development. This could further cause pollution and degradation of the environment. Huge tourism and large military presence have already polluted Ladakh and caused its glaciers to melt faster. The tourism industry has also caused water shortages in Ladakh that have led to a decline in its agricultural economy. More industries in this pristine area could suck out more water, killing more industries and melting more glaciers. So, why isn't the government listening to him? The 6th schedule status is only set aside for northeastern states. If the government did give it to Ladakh, even on justified grounds, many other states could start asking for special treatment. Secondly, Ladakh is important for the government from a military perspective. It shares a border with China, so it makes sense that the government wants to maintain control over it. Will Ladakh continue to suffer then? Nope, the government has some great plans for the Union Territory. Ladakh has unique potential beyond being just a pretty backdrop for your Instagram pictures. It is one of the best places to harness solar energy because it has no dust and its snowy plains can reflect sunlight better onto the solar panels. So, for years, the government was planning to launch major solar plants here. The only problem? How to send this electricity to other parts of the region. Now, the government seems to have solved this as well. It plans on building a pipeline from Kaithal, Haryana to Spang Valley, Ladakh. 8,300 crore rupees have been allocated to build this pipeline in this year's budget. What's more, ONGC is also exploring the potential of geothermal energy in Ladakh. Ladakh has a lot of underwater hot springs, and this boiling hot water could be converted into electricity. Ladakh could be the home to India's first geothermal plant, and it could become India's green energy hub. It would no longer rely on other states for energy, but could rather sell energy and earn money. Plus, this would provide jobs for Ladakh, but also reduce pollution, which in turn would slow down the melting of glaciers. Problem solved then? No, because these projects itself could cause a lot of damage to Ladakh's pristine ecosystem, especially the geothermal energy project. This involves digging deep into the ground for hot water, and exploration has already caused a major blast in the region. What's more, ONGC is mainly inexperienced with geothermal energy, so that's another risk. And research shows that such digging could lead to minor earthquakes. In the snow laden region, this could mean major avalanches and landslides. So, a lot more thought needs to be given to this to ensure that development is of the right kind. The government also needs to involve the locals in decision making so they don't feel left out. In fact, Wangchuk feels that the government's current approach could alienate the youth and lead them astray. They could then easily be influenced against India. Something needs to be done about Ladakh, and it needs to be done soon. What do you think should be the government's approach here? Thank you for listening to this episode. We'll be back with more tomorrow. Until then, read on.